You know, like when a cartoon character just like sets off and it just leaves the ghost of itself behind. You know, yeah. That's what I felt.
Oh man! Oh my god! I was trying to be really cool. I feel really weird.
It literally pushes your brain.
Oh my
to the
god!
back of your head.
Well, I imagine it's like falling off a cliff or jumping off the Eiffel Tower. Whew. I think my heart's okay now. Shall we?
Yeah, do some laps.
So it's still quite nippy, isn't it? Oh my flipping word! Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my god! How do the tyres stay on? It doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I think that'll do for me, if that's okay.
That's all good. That's really nice and slow, just to cool the car down.
Okay, that's fine. How are you, Cameron? Is everything alright back there?
I am all good. I am very good.
Holy moly. Thank you. I feel a bit peculiar.
Time is moving really, really slowly and everything is flat.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you very much.
There we go, dear.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
Well, that was an experience. It's the first time I've ever been in a Plaid Model S. That was extraordinary. Oh yeah, my camera's shaking. Yeah, I'm shaking. What a wuss. I tried to be so cool. There was no cool from me coming from that at all. That's insane. It just doesn't make sense. When you're accelerating, your brain just ends up where you started and then you can't catch up with yourself. That's insane. There's no other way to say it. Right, now the racetrack stopped, I can tell you a bit more about it. So this is the top spec Tesla Model S Performance with Plaid mode, which means it's got a tri-motor setup. It comes with 1020 brake horsepower. Acceleration 0 to 60 is in 1.99 seconds with 1 foot rollout, and it's among one of the fastest production cars ever to be built. It has a top speed of 200 mile an hour and an estimated range of somewhere between 700, that'd be nice, and an estimated range of somewhere between 373 and 396 miles. That's WLTP. I'd suggest, as usual, that the real world range would be something like 280 miles. But of course, if you're hammering it around a track all day, you're going to get a lot less. You can pick one up for less than £100,000. It comes with a battery and drivetrain warranty of 8 years or 150,000 miles, whichever comes first. You've got a couple of steering wheel options as well. You can get it with the traditional steering wheel or a yoke, which is obviously far cooler, but it does have haptic feedback buttons on the steering wheel. Not everyone gets on with those so well. Some features inside: you've got tri-zone climate control, ventilated seats, and a 22-speaker 960 watt audio system with active road noise reduction. And of course, because it is a top spec sports model, it comes with track package features, which include aluminium forged 0G wheels, Goodyear Supercar 3R tyres, carbon ceramic brakes with advanced rotors and calipers, and track-ready brake fluid, unlocking a 200 mile an hour top speed while improving high-speed stability, cornering force and stopping power. Plus, it comes with track mode. Tesla's track mode optimises the vehicle for racetrack performance by enhancing acceleration, sharpening handling through torque vectoring, increasing regen braking, boosting cooling for the motors and battery, and allowing drivers to customise settings like stability control and power distribution for better lap times and control. Those carbon ceramic brakes, by the way, don't come on the Performance Model 3, do they? And when you're hurtling around a racetrack, these brakes obviously get seriously hot. This Model 3 Performance Ludicrous one, there was a sort of small fire in one of the brake calipers. It was soon out though. One of the great achievements of this Plaid Model S is that it set the Nürburgring EV lap record of 7 minutes 25 seconds, 0.231. That was set quite a while ago now, but it has been beaten by Porsche, I believe. It's the design and weight of this though, the drag coefficient of 0.208, which is very highly efficient. And it weighs just 2,167 kilograms. That's a lot lighter than some rivals, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, for example. So the main problem with this incredible car is it is available to buy in the UK, but only in left-hand drive now. You can't configure one on Tesla's website anymore. They're only available from the inventory, so wait times might apply. The reason Tesla did this is because there was just not enough units sold. So with low UK sales, and obviously the Model 3 and the Model Y blasting off in sales, they just didn't need to do the S anymore. So a bit disappointing, because it is the sort of the top spec Tesla, if you like, that you can get. But from a production point of view, it wasn't worth Tesla carrying on doing it, and from logistics complexities, they just decided to cancel it. So Tesla stopped producing the right-hand drive Model S with no plans to bring it back. But there are still people buying the left-hand drive version and driving it on UK roads.
Thanks so much for being here. I'm still totally in shock about what I've just experienced today. You've bought a Model S Plaid and it's a left-hand drive. So for people who don't know you, you're Josh Cunningham. You were the Vice President of the Tesla Owners Club UK for a good chunk of time, and you've stepped down from that role now, but still quite a Tesla addict, aren't you? How are you getting on with the left-hand drive?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you, Will, for inviting me on. It's fantastic. I did have a little bit of hesitation with it being left-hand drive to start with, and I was thinking, have I done the right thing? Especially after I pressed the order button, am I going to regret it? But I very quickly got used to it. After, say, probably a week to 2 weeks, I find it completely natural. And then I jumped back into our right-hand drive Model Y the other day, and I thought, this is crazy. I've just got in there and I've not had to think about it. And I just drive a right-hand drive car just as well as I did before, or as bad, depending on who you are and what your opinion is. And now I can hop between the two. I really don't have an issue with it. Don't find any problems whatsoever.
I was trying to think of the problems to overcome, and the only one I can really think of is just when you're overtaking something. If you're in the left-hand side of the car, you're driving on the left, how do you see around that corner? But do you sort of take there's a police approach to that, isn't there, where you drop back far enough so you can see plenty of time? I mean, is that all you do?
That's all I've had to do so far. And I mean, you do have obviously the advantage of you can get past anything else much quicker than you could do in any other vehicle. That gap doesn't cost you anything because the speed that you can get past them quite quickly anyway. I've not struggled with that. I mean, I live in an area where a lot of my driving is not necessarily motorway, it's country road type thing. And I've done a few overtakes, all perfectly safe, not felt that I've been at disadvantage at any point. It's probably not what people expect to hear. But I also spend a lot more of my time actually driving a bit slower, bizarrely, in Plaid, and relaxing a little bit more, because I think it's not necessarily that there's a novelty or what have you, but I just feel like it's just great. It's just a great place to be. Like, I don't mind even driving slow in it. It's amazing to drive it fast, but even driving slow, it's such a nice place to be.
Like when a cartoon character just like sets off and it just leaves the ghost of itself behind. That's what I felt. My eyeballs and my brain were just back on the start line. I was like, holy.
I don't know how to explain it if you've never done it before. It's hard to explain. That's probably a good explanation that you gave, where you feel like your body's still trying to catch up. You're looking behind you. Where is it?
So what made you go for the Model S in the first place then? Because obviously it's pretty tempting, especially with the new Model 3 performance. I mean, they're flipping rapid as well, but just not fast enough for you.
I really did love having the Model S. That coinciding with, I think, it's limited opportunity to get an SRX now before I personally think that we'll stop doing them. And I considered waiting for the new Model Y, especially, I've obviously watched, I saw your review, you were one of the lucky ones, got in there early. Equally, massively impressed. I think it's a fantastic car. But I think what just pushed me over the edge was the fact that I don't think you'll be able to get, like, next time around when I go to replace my car again, I don't think it'll be an option. So it was kind of now or never. And I also thought, if I'm going to get one left-hand drive, I must get the Plaid, because I don't want to go like settle for sort of the long range. If I'm going to do it, I'm going all in type thing. And that's where I went. Yeah, that's what I did.
Overall, with your experience of the Plaid, then with the left-hand drive aspect of it, you'd recommend the Model S, the Model X left-hand drive to anyone?
If I was talking to anyone now, I'd be quite confident to say, and I wouldn't feel wrong in sort of thinking that I was advising them wrongly, to say the left-hand drive simply doesn't really matter. After a week, I was perfectly fine. So as long as you're not sort of like scared of driving, which you won't be if you're looking to buy a left-hand drive car anyway, or an SRX, because the big cars, the harder thing to get used to is going back to a larger car than it was actually left-hand drive.
Tesla Owners Club UK Supercharged, which is coming up on the 28th of June. So are you going to come along to that? Have a go around the track?
I'm hoping to be there, yes. I'm hoping, and
Yeah,
I'll
excellent.
definitely bring it along. Pretty
Josh,
good.
thanks so much for chatting to me today. Ladies and gents, we're going to carry on this conversation over on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Tesla Jigsaw and join us there. What are your thoughts on this? Would you buy a left-hand drive Model S or X and drive it around in the UK? I'm Will. This is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you, patrons. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Cheers, Josh.
Take care. Bye-bye.